friends, how you doing? This is Jennifer from Gardening with Dogs Zone 9B. I'm here in Northern California, and today I am going to plant a Pugster, which I'll show you, in a bed that I have done twice, and Stach has ripped out the plants. I had Creeping Jenny in there, and I'm thinking it's the Creeping Jenny that they're interested in, or that he is interested in. So, and I have 3 Creeping Jennies I was going to put in there because originally I had plants in there. I planted this bed up 2 or 3 times and they ripped it out. I'm going to try again, and then this is my last time, and then I'm going to have to just put something decorative in there because for whatever reason they just keep bugging at this bed. And I gave them their own garden bed that they can dig at, and they do, but this one they just keep bothering. And I have other garden beds that they can get into and they haven't touched. So I don't know what gives. So we're going to try one last time, and I'm going to monitor this plant very carefully because it was expensive and it's pretty. So husband, if you're watching this, the dogs usually take plants on your shift. So make sure you keep an eye on them when you're outside with them. So that was a message for my husband. All right, guys, let me go show you the area. This area may look familiar to you because yes, we planted a Mystic Spiries and 3 Creeping Jennies in here. And so I'm going to, this rock even in the middle is moved. This is how much they've destroyed this area. So I'm going to take the fence out because actually there's no point of it because it's not stopping them or deteriorating them. So I'm going to take the fences out. I'm going to put in a little bit, I have some raised bed soil, so I'm going to use that in here because from digging out all the soil. Hang on a second, there's a little plane going by. Let me pause you. Okay, I'm back. So the rock, it looks like they moved this rock because this was like that. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to take that rock out. I'll probably take that one out and then kind of shift over, pull, there's a weed in there and some leaves from the orange tree next to it. And all I can do is hope that they leave this area alone. But whatever reason, they love this bed. So let me move these out. Don't even think about it, boys. Ooh, there's some loud noise there. No. Out. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm afraid, guys, you just saw that they're in there. Maybe I need to do this when they're not around. I don't know. But what I'm planting in here is a Pugster amethyst. This is a dwarf butterfly bush. Let's see. Stachy. Is he? Hang on, guys. Stach was under the table moving the leg of the tripod. So this is 6+ hours of sunlight, petite shrub, fragrant. It is fragrant. It smells like lilac to me. It's such a pretty scent. So I'm hoping the scent keeps them away. Mass plantings, borders, containers, or low hedges. Grows 2 to 3 feet tall and wide. You space it 2 to 3 feet. Well-drained soil. When new growth emerges in spring, oh, that's when you prune it. Hang on. I heard the dog doing something. And deer resistant is low in Baja, medium in Medina, and high in Alta. I don't have to worry about deer here. But let's see. Pugster amethyst butterfly bush will be a shining gem in your summer landscape. Large, fragrant purple flowers cover the short, sturdy plant all summer long. No deadheading required. So it's such a pretty little plant, and I love the little purple flowers, and it's got a lot of buds on it. So I really, really hope that this does well, but it's such a pretty little plant. So let's go try our luck. But I did want to show you the purple flowers. Aren't those pretty? I love butterfly bushes. I have good and bad luck. The one in the front yard's doing okay, except for that darn weed that's near it. I had one in the backyard for 2 years, and then all of a sudden it just died, and I don't know why. But there's lots and lots of buds on it. So we should get a nice flush. And that area I'm planting it in gets sun probably all the way up till about 3 o'clock. At the hottest time of the day, it kind of cools off. It gets a little bit shaded. I think it should be fine there. So we shall see. Oh, and these are my creeping jennies that were originally going to go in there. And I was still planning on putting them near it. But I don't know. I don't want to put this in the ground in the front yard because I don't want it to take over. So I don't know what to do with these. I have to think about it. We'll probably put them in and see what happens. And then I have coneflowers that I still need to plant. I need to water it too. I love the coneflowers. But all right, let's go plant this butterfly bush. All right, I shifted that one rock back a little bit. This is going to be a deep planting. So we're going to plant that here. I mean, I may have to shift this rock. We'll see when I get it in there. So it's going to go smack right in the middle. Mama's plant, okay? Okay, here's Mama's plant. Right, baby? I started to panic. I couldn't find my Stachy, and then all of a sudden I heard him crying, and he's underneath the bench. Oh, sweet Stacharoni. Is it cooler there? He likes to lay under things. My sweet Stachy. It's all planted in. I put rocks around all 4 corners of the plant, so hopefully that helps protect it. And I wasn't going to do it, but see, I don't know. I was going to put the creeping jenny in there because I don't know what else to do with them. So I was thinking of putting the creeping jenny in, just kind of surrounding it a little bit. Maybe they'll go after that rather than the plant. We'll see. I think I'm going to put them in. I'm going to just risk it and watch them and hopefully deter them. So let's get those planted in there too. Get out of there! These planted in. My camera overheated and died, so you only saw part of the planting. So I have the creeping jennies in there. I added a little bit of raised bed soil, and now I'm just going to give it a good water. But yeah, my phone is not liking, it's not even that hot, it's the sun. But this is what it looks like. And yeah, let me go water it real quick, and then I'll have to clean up the orange pull weeds and stuff. I have to do that part too. Yuck. Oh, and look, I don't know if you can see back there, way in the back, right there, is a nasturtiums growing. It must have self-seeded there. And that's okay. It's good for the orange tree. But I like it. Oh, I hope it survives. I hope it survives. I hope it survives. I don't have high hopes. The butterfly bush better survive. If they start messing it up, I'm going to move it somewhere else. But let me go water. There it is, all watered in. It looks good. Just ignore all the weeds around it. That's Bermuda grass. That's all, this is all Bermuda grass. And we pull it up and it just keeps coming back. I just have to maintain it. And the dogs, Sonny likes to eat it, right? Yeah, Sonny eats dandelions and Bermuda grass. But it looks good. Look how pretty. Oh, and then, let's see, what's that? But It looks good. I should have centered it a little bit more, but once it grows in, I don't think you're gonna notice. And then when it's shaded, I'll work under here to clean that up, but not now. Just don't think of going in there. All right, next task. This is the pollinator garden that we did together, and this is the vermillionaire. This is doing really well. These are the gold dust that we planted up front. These are doing well, and then these come and go. These are the million bells. But back here is the penstemon, and these it died. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off all the dead on it. I'm not going to pull the plant out because then it's going to disturb everything else. But I don't know what happened. Let me grab my bucket. Oh, I can't reach it. I don't know what happened to that plant. Maybe it's not a container type plant, because I have it in Sully's garden and it's doing well. But here, I mean, it's just, I mean, it's dead. I mean, look at that. So I'm gonna just cut off all the dead. It's gonna look funny, but hopefully the vermillionaire, the orange one up front, this gets pretty big, so maybe it'll take over. And then because I mean, I'll see if I can pull it out, but I don't think I can. Just because I don't want to hurt anything else. I mean, there's still a little green on it, but I don't know if that's dead green or not dead green. But yeah, that's terrible. It's sad. But oops. So sometimes things just don't make it. But I know it gets plenty of water, and you can see everything else in here is getting water. So I don't know why this isn't. Let's see, I wonder if I can. Yeah, the roots just, yeah. I don't want to disturb the other plants. So I guess we'll just leave it in there and then slowly keep cutting it back till it's non-existent, and then maybe come fall or late winter for us, I can pull it out. But I hate when a plant doesn't make it. That's sad. But I mean, I might be able to pull it out. Let me try. Oh no, that's a big chunk. It's taking up the whole back. We'll just leave it for now. I mean, for all you know, maybe it'll come back, but hopefully this will fill in and then we won't even notice. But yeah, this whole, you can see, oops, sorry, my shadow. This whole back area, when I went to go pull it out, it was taking up everything. So I'll just leave it. And hopefully the vermillionaire, which the hummingbirds love, will fill in. My wine barrel planter is not doing well either. I don't know why. The only thing that's doing well are the cosmos that's self-seeded. Let me show you what's going on. The leaves on the canna, you can see, I mean, it's getting new growth and everything, and it's getting flowers, but see this? This is a fungus. It usually starts on the back, and then it turns into these splotches like that. And they're starting to splotch here, so when you have this happen, you gotta cut the leaves right off and throw them out. Don't throw them in your compost, just get rid of them because you don't want it to spread. Oh man, it's a big new leaf, this one here. So that happened there. And then below, let me show you the, go down, the Bee Balm. This all has powdery mildew on it. It's got like spots and everything. I don't know what's going on with this either. It looks sad. It looks like it doesn't get water. I water my plants every day. I think I've missed one plant since spring. But this, it's got, I don't know what all that is. It was powdery mildew, but now I'm wondering, it's got these spots on it. I don't know if it's a fungus But I mean, this is a new growth here. And it's getting down here. So I'm going to cut off all of the dead leaves here. So I'm going to cut off, actually I'm going to start, because then I'll fertilize, or not fertilize, my gosh, put alcohol on my pruners after I do this part, but I'm going to do this first. So I'm going to cut off all the dead down to the next set of leaves and then examine what it looks like. I mean, I don't know what is going on, but I was so excited. This was, if you remember, this was my favorite. Oh. Oops, this broke right off. Let's see, can you see this? I think that white, I think that's scale. I think that's what's wrong with this. It has scale. Oh man. I think I'm going to cut it right down to the bottom. But I don't want that. Oh, that's bad. But I'm pretty sure that's scale. Hopefully this is coming in clear. Can you see the... Pretty sure that's scale. I don't know. I have to look what you have to... I think it's neem oil that you spray. But I'm not sure. It's all over this plant. No wonders it's not doing good. It's all the way down. I'm cutting it right down off. Yep, it's definitely scale. Oh, that's a shame. Ah, what a shame. Now I have to check all the petunias and everything. Because everything just does not look good in here. I almost just want to take everything out and restart this over. I mean, maybe not the cannas, because those look good, but I mean, the leaves are... I guess that's good enough for now. I'm gonna, and not on camera, I'm gonna go through and trim up the petunias too. But you can see the creeping Jenny that I had in there. There's pieces all over because the dogs kept eating it. Wait, that's a long while. They like creeping Jenny. There's a couple new growths of like self-seeded Bee Balm in there. They look okay right now, so I'm gonna leave it. But I'm going to cut back all the dead. I don't know why. I might just, I don't know. I'm half tempted just to redo this whole pot. It looks really bad. Maybe just let it go for the rest of the season and then plant something come fall. We'll see. Well, friends, I think that is it for me. It's kind of a short video. I really wanted to get that Pugster planted and show you guys the plant. Tell me in the comments, how long do you think that plant will last in there, or the creeping Jennies? I'd say a week, because I'll be watching, but we'll see. So yes, so sorry it's a short one. Just a little trimming and stuff. It's getting too warm to do anything, and I still got to water my plants that are in the containers, and it's already getting too late for that, but I water them underneath, so it should be okay. So that is it. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you're getting in the garden, and I hope you're getting some nice weather. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.